Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Venture Weaver. Today, we enter one of the strangest, most unnerving parts of the entire game, Level 4. The previous floors gave you environments, stories, characters, and creatures. Then this level takes all that away. This section is almost monastic in its design, stripped of bare corridors and shape-shifting pathways. It's a mental attack rather than a physical one. A maze more entirely out of tension and repetition. So let's dive in. The moment you step into level 4, the first thing you notice is that every corridor looks identical. Stone, shadow, silence. A path stretching into the dark, whispering promises that it might lead somewhere meaningful, even if it doesn't. And you'll hear me mention this as a developer. This part of the labyrinth isn't meant to give you new monsters or landmarks or complex interactions. It's meant to break your eternal compass. Level 4 is the moment where players realize the truth of the game. You're not exploring a world, the world is exploring you. The corridors twist not because they must, but because something wants you disoriented. And the text reflects that. Every path feels like the same line, whispered over and over again like a mantra, a taunt. Uncertainty ahead, secrets, peril. This is the labyrinth speaking to you directly, a maze built on reputation and repetition. Normally, repetition in a game is a flaw. Here it's a weapon. Entering each quarter feels like deja vu, but slightly off. A turn here that wasn't there before, a dead end where a path used to open, a hallway that loops on itself, a long stretch that suddenly stops in pure silence. From a design standpoint, level 4 is a sort of reset floor. No NPCs, no items, no noise, nothing to cling to. Just you and your lantern and the knowledge that the labyrinth is rearranging itself. The player begins to question, didn't I come this way? Was this wall here always here? Am I missing something or am I meant to feel lost? Yes, you're meant to feel lost. That is the entire point. Silence is a character while most levels of the labyrinth give you creatures, echoes, monsters, or ambient noises within your mind. Level 4 gives you silence. The kind of silence that feels like pressure, the kind that makes your mind start inventing shapes and sounds in the dark. In other levels, dangers reveal themselves. In level 4, the danger is nothing new, and that it will at one point reveal itself. Walking through these halls, you start to hear your own footsteps echo in ways that don't match the space. Sometimes the silence feels like it's holding its breath, sometimes it feels like it's listening. This emptiness makes the rare sounds, a footstep that isn't yours or a distant scrape, 10 times more frightening. As you go deeper, the corridors begin to warp, narrowing, shifting, branching out many times, closing off in loops you swear weren't there minutes before. This is where the labyrinth becomes predatory. There's a subtle progression here. Early paths feel wide, almost normal. Mid-level paths start to twist and lead nowhere. Late-level paths feel almost claustrophobic, closing like ribs around you. Level 4 isn't trying to kill you, it's trying to exhaust you, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So when the real threat finally appears in later levels, you're already worn down. The philosophy of level 4. This floor is inspired by the idea that some horrors aren't loud or monstrous. Some horrors are simple. The fear of you choosing wrong, the fear of you wandering without progress, the fear of time being wasted, the fear of being forgotten, and the fear of walking into circles forever. This entire section is a metaphor for what the labyrinth represents. A place where you lose sense of direction, sense of identity, sense of purpose. The labyrinth doesn't always need teeth. Sometimes it only needs walls. Hints of something bigger, even though level 4 seems empty. It's not meaningless. This maze is a transition floor. It brings you from the grounded horrors of the swamps, the farm, and the spider realms into the psychological and metaphorical horrors that will dominate the deeper levels of the game. You're entering a part of the world where the physical rules begin to crumble. Level 5 will shatter the idea of physics. Level 6 will shatter the idea of time. Level 7 will make you question if the labyrinth is even alive. But for the meantime, level 4 prepares you for that shift. You walk a long time here, too long, long enough that you feel something is following you, and maybe it is the exit or something like it. Eventually, after countless repeated hallways, the layout begins to stretch outward again. You start to encounter larger junctions, wider corridors, subtle differences in architecture. You could feel the maze loosening its grip. Of course, this is deliberate because level 4 is not meant to trap you forever. It's meant to unsettle your sense of progress just enough to make the next area feel explosive. And when you finally escape the endless corridors, the relief you feel isn't just in game, it's emotional. You survived the maze that wanted to erase your direction, your sense of place, your confidence, and now you're ready for the descent to come. With that being said, thank you for stepping through level 4 with me. It may not be filled with monsters or characters, but sometimes the emptiest places are that of the most dangerous. If you want to experience level 4 and its psychological pressure yourself, download the game for free. Link in the description below. Same with Patreon. You want to join up and see new parts of the game never before seen before? Join on Patreon, link in the description below. Next episode, we descend into a region where the labyrinth begins to show its true nature. With that being said, I'm the Venture Weaver. Godspeed, and until next time, keep your lantern close, for adventure is afoot.